Vengo en busca de respuestas con el manojo lleno y como un libro abierto, ansiosa de aprender la historia no contada de nuestros ancestros, con el viento que dejaron los abuelos y que vive en cada pensamiento de esta amada tierra. Quien sabe cuidarlo es quien de verdad la quiera. Vengo para mirar de nuevo, para verlo cierto y despertar el ojo ciego, sin miedo. Tú y yo descolonicemos lo que nos enseñaron, con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo con la mirada, vengo con la palabra, esa palabra hablada. Vengo sin temor a no perder nada. Vengo como el niño que busca de su morada la entrada al origen, la vuelta de su cruzada. Vengo a buscar la historia silenciada, la historia de una tierra saqueada. Vengo con el mundo y vengo con los pájaros, vengo con las flores y los árboles, sus cantos. Vengo con el cielo y sus constelaciones, vengo con el mundo y todas sus estaciones. Vengo agradecida, el punto de partida. Vengo con la madera, la montaña y la vida. Vengo con el aire, el agua, la tierra y el fuego. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo con mis ideas como escudo, con el sentir humano, a vivir este mundo donde el hombre nuevo busca el contrapunto. Vengo humano, vengo como tú, en busca de la huella, de la pieza del árbol y de su corteza, que guarda en su memoria que el canto de victoria cuando vimos de la tierra lloramos con tal
We're broadcasting from Chicago as the Bulls get ready to take the hardwood here at the United Center. Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against the Charlotte Hornets.
Well, that was a very physical game, and I think that plays into their hands. So a lot of their points came at the foul line.
And it also led to a lot of foul trouble for some of the key guys they were up against. So we can't forget about that part of it either.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward, and it's Monroe in at the 5. Well, Milwaukee last year became just the 9th team in NBA history to go from Greg being the worst in the league to a playoff team.
Unbelievable what they accomplished. And they had a tough matchup in the first round with the playoff season Bulls, however. Things didn't go well, but they did get some valuable experience from that effort.
Here's Middleton following the score by Derrick Rose. Parker. Joakim Noah grabs the miss. Butler goes in. Corner shot. And the shot falls short this time.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Got a piece of it. Parker with the steal. Ahead. Here's Middleton. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams.
Fast break opportunities do not get any easier than that one off the steal.
Exactly. The defense really no chance to get back.
And the dunk by Parker.
Whoa, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his team.
Carter Williams kicks to Monroe. Just 5 to shoot. No dice from the high post. Now the dish to Butler. Rose against Antetokounmpo. And it's Rose penetrating. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2. And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he... Wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, but I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future.
Nice shot by McDermott.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Back to Rose. Gasol attacking. Second shot opportunity. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Monroe. Carter Williams, the pass to Parker. McDermott with the steal. Now here's Noah, the fast break opportunity. And it's Butler missing. Bucks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. That's tipped. Butler with the steal. And here they go. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Johnny O'Bryant, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. Vasquez comes in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams. And the Bulls making a change here. Gibson's checked in. Milwaukee also making some changes. Jabari Parker's checked in for Johnny O'Bryant. Chris Middleton comes in for Vasquez. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Jared Bayless. Outside Butler. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
I tell you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
Gibson with the steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside for Carter Williams. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Carter Williams has got his first points of the game.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
Here's Butler.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And the second free throw, good. Five seconds left in the first quarter. To the inside. Here's Monroe. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Bulls leading by just 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for this. And off we go. Close game now starting the second quarter. Look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
And I really think you've got to love the way they protected the rim today. I mean, a good number of blocks in the first half.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. You've got Ennis. Chris Copeland is out there. Jabari Parker. Then it's Vasquez. And it's O'Brien in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that one's good. Gasol's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Bulls. Ennis dishes to Parker. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot.
Guys, the Bulls defense was as stout as ever last season. A big part of that is they have guys that challenge you inside and at the rim. Even off the bench, all of their bigs are mobile and protect the basket.
Shoots from the baseline. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down. A perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season. And as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17. Also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
Well, Bayless is checked in for Milwaukee.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Vasquez. Drains the 3, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
And the Bucks were average last season. I mean, they were 17-17. Also 7-7 at home, 10-10 on the road, 5-5 in the games leading up to that. So in every measurable way, they were 500.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it. You know, just thinking back to that Milwaukee factoid again, I mean, the odds that we'll ever see something like that happen again are minuscule. I mean, that team was just destined to end up 41-41.
They retain possession. Outside Rose. Kicks it to Gibson. 5 to shoot. Butler in the corner. And the Bulls another 3.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
You know, but they were able to hang in there for most of that game. But at the end, you know, when it matters most in terms of what I call winning time, they just could not make the plays on either end of the floor.
Yeah, I like that term, winning time. But as you said, they didn't get run over, but just couldn't convert when they needed to in the end.
And the Bucks with some changes. Greg Monroe, he's checked in for O'Brien. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Copeland. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Jared Bayless.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Pass to Vasquez. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Chicago's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Bulls made the postseason for the 10th time in their last 11 seasons. Last year, they have become a fixture, Greg, in the playoffs in the East.
And how about last season, Kevin, had that interdivision matchup in their first round against the up-and-coming Bucks. Some hiccups for them in that series, but they were able to prevail.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number one right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Gasol's shot is good.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Butler from outside. Kept alive. Here's Gibson. There's the killer two-handed slam.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, GA, he does not waste one of them. Oh!
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his third for the game, his second in this quarter.
This is to Parker. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Butler kicks to Gasol. There's Rose with the three. That doesn't go either for Rose. The pass to Vasquez. Parker outside. Here's Carter Williams. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Nice shot there without a...
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Bulls lead by 1. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Really an incredible game from Doug McDermott.
I just love the tenacity on the defensive side. I mean, his play on D has been a huge factor for them as he continues to get steal after steal.
And guys, as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Really an incredible game from Doug McDermott.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Heinrich is out there with Brooks. Then there's Mirotic. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Bairstow in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. Well, Clark, the Bucks were much improved on the road last season, going 18-23.
Yeah, they were very competitive. This young team fought hard and rarely found themselves out of games on the road, which is a good sign for the future.
The 3, the feed to Mirotic. Brooks, the pass to Mirotic. Snell from outside. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks leading by 3. Middleton dishes to Carter Williams. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Milwaukee also making some changes. O'Brien, he's checked in for Parker. And Chris Copeland subbed in for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points. And for the Bucks, who only won 5 road games in 2014, last year's mark of 18 is a huge step forward. Still, they had problems last year as they had an 11-game road losing streak towards the end of the season.
O'Brien kicks to Carter Williams. Copeland can't hit.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage in there.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Well, I tell you, the Bucks are taking steps in the right direction on the road. The problem is the franchise hasn't had a winning record on the road since 2001.
Jared Bayless is checked in for Milwaukee. Tyler Ennis comes in for Michael Carter-Williams.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates. Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Noah with a screen for Butler. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
And the Bucks making a change here. Jabari Parker's checked in for Johnny O'Bryant. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Copeland. Chris Middleton's checked in for Jared Bayless. And it's Carter-Williams in for Ennis. Middleton can't get it to go.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Stolen by Middleton. And here they go. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. The Bucks have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Fast break, here we go. And the shot is good. And that's 13 points for Butler.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer. Was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
And it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Carter-Williams. .135 left to play here in the third. Rose passes to McDermott. Butler from outside. That doesn't go either for Butler.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bageled in the second.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now. Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Well, Greg, for Hoiberg, it's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office. Clark, he came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive coach. And we know the Bulls are pretty solid defensively, and he'll be looking to ramp up that offensive approach for that team, and I think he will.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Damian Inglis has checked in for Monroe. For Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. To tie, that doesn't go either for Butler.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Parker. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
McDermott. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, Kevin, that's another nice play by a guy who didn't come into this game expecting to produce a whole lot.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Bucks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one at the line is good. 2 shots. Both good from the line that time.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Pass to McDermott. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics, because this game,
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. Top. They're up by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. And it's Monroe in the center position.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money. And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Carter Williams dishes to Parker. And stolen by Butler. To take the lead. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. On defense, Milwaukee. Offensive rebound. Pau Gasol again. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Rose with the ball. And that one is hammered home.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And that one's good. Parker.
Nice piece of work there. Give yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
Antetokounmpo again. It's Gasol. In the corner, it's Noah. The fader. Milwaukee with the rebound. Parker's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Carter Williams. Rose with the block. Feeds it to Noah. Rose kicks to Butler. Misses the 3.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
Middleton drives in to the middle. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Rose has got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
The number of second chance points they've gotten is also impressive. I mean, they've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He wants them to pick it up and really go for it right now, saying, no time like the present, gentlemen. Embrace it. Embrace the spotlight, and let's make it happen. Kevin, let's see what they can do.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Jared Bayless has checked in for Michael Carter Williams. And here's the break. And here we go. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. The finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Here's Bayless. Tries again. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Carter Williams is checked in. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're up by 3. 1:25 left to play in the final quarter. Taj Gibson's checked in for Chicago. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Pass to McDermott. Banked in off the glass. McDermott's got 19 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Good work defensively by Gasol.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. .59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Parker passes to Monroe. He dishes it to Carter Williams. It's Parker with the drive. Rebound by the Bulls.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
41 seconds left in the game. Ball's knocked loose. Monroe dishes to Middleton. Parker outside. They get it again. Carter Williams. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
Here's McDermott. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And the Bulls lead by 9.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
And Gibson sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gibson. Carter Williams. Oh, look out, and then you throw up stuff like that. And you go, oh my, how does it even go in? He pulls a Houdini.
Oh, my goodness.
Chicago calls timeout. What do you think, guys?
You know, I'm not sure why you call a timeout this late. I mean, the game is more or less over.
I think they might just be taking a few extra seconds to enjoy the win. Is that plausible?
Or maybe just rubbing it in. That's possible.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but